name is Happiness Godhelp. I'm a student of the course Department of Podcast. Please, what's your name?
My name is David Smith.
Okay, Mr. David. I want to ask you some few questions, so I don't know if you're down for it. Okay, so I want to ask about the increments in house rent. How is it affecting you?
Where you say that is affecting us in all areas of life. Because I can remember vividly we were doing our own when we came to Calabar. The rate of house rent wasn't that high compared to the way it is right now. I remember very well that then you can, when you are renting a house for the first time, you pay like 80k for the rent fee, which covers the agency fee and also the rent for the year. Then for your renewal, you are going to pay a sum of 8, 10, 60 or 50 depending on your bargain with the landlord and the agency. But presently now, I don't know how to classify it due to the rate of things, how things are. They have increased by to rent a single room, they are spending like 150 with a beg, like you are begging with 150, which most time the single room will not come with toilet, either bedroom or maybe kitchen space for you to cook, and the room doesn't worth the amount of money they are requesting for. So I would say that it's really affecting students and it's really affecting our parents also. I believe most of us, our parents are farmers as in the school. So the increase in house rent is affecting students and which makes students go extra mile to look for alternative because first thing while going to school, your shelter is very, very important. So it makes students and parents go extra mile to make sure that their students or their children are safe in school.
Okay, thank you so much. So, how about this agent fee? Is it that bad?
Yeah, I would say that agency fee is kind of bad, and let me just say, most people are kind of sincere and considerate, while most people are not sincere and they are not considerate. Because I believe before an agent will go out to search for one to come and rent house, they have bargained and agreed with the landlord, which they have settled their total amount of money they should collect both for rent and also for agency fee. For most of the agents, they do add their own extra money. For instance, now maybe you are going to look for a house, an agent will tell you, "Oh, I will show you this particular, I got to pay some of money." Maybe it might be an agreement between him and the landlord, but there maybe they are giving lesser money, but due to the fact that you are looking for your own interest, you are going to add. Imagine you going outside to show somebody else and tell the person to pay 5k. If we can take him to a place where the house is. And funny story is that maybe you might reach and the house will not be to your own taste, and that's how the money is gone. So it's kind of bad. The agencies, most of them are not trying, most of them are being considered.
Okay, thank you. So, what do you think the government can do or anybody can do to stop all of this?
Well, I first of all will say something concerning that. I believe what is happening within the school premises is what is going on in school. Because I can believe that before now the hostel fee is not that high. So now that they have increased the hostel fee to 100, and the agency are feeling that yes, students cannot be able to afford that money, so they must come outside to look for alternative or to look for space outside the school. So because the hostel fee has been increased, definitely they will increase theirs. But you know that students must look for a house, and no matter how it is, they must, and no matter the condition you give to them, they must look for alternatives. So for us to sort out everything, of everything to become first, it should start from school. We are all students. If our fees will be considerate enough to reduce the hostel price, because what are the reasons before the increment of hostel? If you enter the hostel, students are still complaining that it's not up to the amount of money they are paying. So if our VC or the school authority will see to this, at least reduce the rate of money we are paying in hostel, definitely the agencies will do so, because I believe whatever thing they are doing is what the school is doing, that's what they are copying. So if school or the management of the school cannot be able to consider their students, the economy is hard and they cannot be able to afford to money, if they should reduce their rate of increments in school, I believe same the agencies will also do so. So it should start, the change should start from school. From there it can affect other areas.
Thank you very much, Mr. David.